The Big Show with Night and Day. Get a hell of a caffeine fix from your local Night and Day from just $4.50.
Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hauraki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Wednesday afternoon, the 21st of August 2024. And as always, you're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day.
Good Lord.
Mogi. God, you're looking good, man.
Thanks, man.
I just don't have the words anymore. I mean, I wish I could post a picture of you right now. The sun streaming in on your heavily muscled torso. Your mo's looking lush as always. The wisp of hair there. It's just great stuff, mate. How's life, mate?
It's going pretty grouse there, Jase, man.
Cool, man.
Can I just say, first of all, and off the bat, straight off the bat, first of all, a massive kia ora, ka pai and kia kaha to Greg Preble.
Yeah, man.
We stand on the shoulders of giants here. Can I say that? So when we come in here, you know, Prebs has already warmed the crowd up for us. We've got a text here on 3483. It says, "Thanks, Greg, you rock." Now,
Yeah,
I don't know who that's come from, but let it be from all of us that listen to Radio Hauraki. Let it be from everybody here on The Big Show when we say, "Thanks, Greg, you rock."
Totally, man. And I mean, you know, we talk about backbones on the show a lot. I mean, the epitome, in my view, of a backbone is Greg Preble. He is.
Who the hell is Greg Pebble?
He is.
Pebble.
He is. Keyzie, please.
People loves his rock.
He is the essence of a backbone and the heart of Radio Hauraki.
Thank you.
Keyzie, how are you?
I'm great.
You know Greg Pebble?
Nah, I wish I was Greg Pebble. Can I also just say that the way you were just saying that, Jay, sounded sarcastic, like you don't actually like Greg's show?
Mate, when I was a young nipper growing up, I used to listen to Prebs' show. And
Is he older than you?
He inspired me to great. He was the one, when I first heard him, I went, I want to be like that guy.
What went wrong?
Well, I could never be Greg Preble for a
Yeah, that's
start,
true.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just want to back up what you're saying about Prebs.
The thing is, what people don't know about Prebs is he was actually the captain of the Titty.
Greg Pebble.
All those years ago, wasn't he, Jase?
He was, mate, yeah.
Wow.
He was foundational
He was.
in this station, actually.
Greg Pebble.
It's better that, you know, I'm a little bit embarrassed, Keyzie, that you don't know this stuff about the legend that is Greg Pebble.
Do you like Angie's show?
That's all right. I love Angie's show, but this is about Greg at the moment. You know,
Greg Pebble.
Yeah, Greg Pebble.
Yeah, legend. If you want to text us on that front, 3483, if you want to acknowledge Greg and the great work he's done over many, many years on this station, we'd appreciate it.
Hey, big show ahead, fellas.
Wow.
If I could just move things over to the big show.
Look, I'm looking at what we've got coming up. It's pretty average, to be honest. Well, you can take it or leave it.
That first thing says bang on for 3 minutes about Greg Pebble. Check. But keep an ear out. If you hear that fiddle play, you can win your share of 25 grand cash.
I got a feeling in my testicles, actually, Keyzie.
Really?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Bit of guns. Roses for you there this hump day, this Wednesday.
We're just pumping up old Greg Pebbles. He's on the show, the station here. He DJs before us, doesn't he, in the afternoon slot, and pumping up his tyres because he's such a goddamn backbone.
Yeah.
Had a few texts come through on 3483. Greg rocks. That's one of them.
Yeah.
Next one is, hey guys, is Greg related to Richard Preble or Pebbles and Bam Bam? Good question.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a lot better than this dribble.
Yeah.
That's a good point, actually.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good on you.
I've just got to say, just on that little tribute that we gave to Pebbles there, when I went out into the office, he was in tears, fellas.
He was.
He was pretty emotional. So,
He was.
I thank all the people that texted in there on 3483 for your kind words and It's good to acknowledge legends.
He was out there crying and he had a banana hanging out of his mouth. And that's how I'll always remember him.
Yes.
Was he dead?
Huh? Hey, fellas, I've got a question for you here, and it's about sort of, I guess it's marital stuff, really. Well, certainly if you live with someone. You got that marital sting there, Keyzie?
I don't have it here.
All good.
Does it bug you that I don't have it?
No. No,
Sure?
it doesn't.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Now, Jase, you can talk to me about this one, man. When you have a guest over,
Yes.
does your wife always make sure she puts clean sheets on?
Yes.
Okay, so I've got this thing where I think if somebody sleeps in a bed once, that you don't need to change the sheets.
Sure.
So, for example, if I'm having a rough sleep, there's clean sheets on the spare bed. I'm having a bad sleep, but I want to wake my wife up, so I go and sleep in the spare bed. And then the next night, I've got my cousins coming to stay. My wife will say, "Oh, you've got to change the sheets."
Sure.
And I say, "No." And then she changes the sheets.
Right.
What's your feeling there on that? Do I change the sheets?
Is this just specifically for Jase?
No, it's also for you, but I'm asking him first,
right.
just because he's of an age.
Not
yeah,
only
true.
does my wife change the sheets, she'll put it like a towel and a flannel on the bed.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My personal feeling is, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like one night, mind you, I mean, if you've got some filth lying in there for a night, and I'm not going to name names, that might be ripping them out through the night or whatever, and you know what I mean? I might consider it then.
Yes.
And I hope this isn't sexist,
I've got the alarm ready.
but like if it's a woman coming to stay the night,
Yeah.
I probably would. Oh, damn it.
You would what?
Change the sheet. But if it's
Oh.
just a dude, I'd go, nah.
It's all good, right?
Don't worry about it.
So you reckon the woman's duty? I think if you got a mate over and he was hammered drunk the night before,
Sure.
I kind of get that. But I
Yes.
just don't get this thing of willy-nilly changing sheets. Keyzie?
I think you have to change the sheets. Like, just because if I'm going to stay at a mate's place and you're like, they know I'm coming, I would not expect.
Well, in that case,
but,
you would.
Yeah. Oh. So they know that I'm arriving, right? I've given them 3 weeks notice. I would
Yeah.
expect to be in a bed with clean sheets on it. So I would do the same for them.
Here's the other point of this. How would you know?
Sniff it.
I mean, really.
Sniff
Yeah.
it.
How would you know?
You wouldn't.
And if you've had like 8 beers, say, Keyzie, and you're going to bed, would it really bother you?
They're not,
Someone
they're,
maybe-
not, they're not dirty sheets.
No.
But there's all sorts of skin set. And like Jase, for example.
On my itch.
No, well, there's that. But when you get up in the morning, there's probably like a perfect outline of a male human with a whole lot of hairs lying there. You know what I mean? Especially, like you can see the outline of a human male.
Yeah, because I'm massively hairy.
Yeah, but that all falls out overnight. You know, dudes sleep places, they leave pubes everywhere and all sorts of stuff.
Dudes,
It's just
I'd be more inclined to clean after a dude.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
And
Yes.
then, whereas if it was like one of my wife's friends or something, one of the girls had stayed the night, and then I was to use the bed the next night, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, oh, that's fine. It's just for me. I don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is that weird?
Yes.
Is it?
I'm not
Little
going to go there. But having said that, on that front, if a woman slept in the bed the night before and then left and then someone else was coming over, I wouldn't change it.
Would you tell them?
No. Nobody knows. And it's not dirt like this. What is going to happen? Like, what is going to happen if I don't change the sheets? What's going to happen to them? They're not going to get sick.
No, but
nothing is going to happen to them. Why am
hang on.
Why am I spending any time changing the sheets?
But if you use that excuse for anything, you know what I mean?
What?
You could give someone a used towel that you've been using for a month.
That's dirty because you're rubbing it all over your naked body and getting it
Sheets.
up in your back door there. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? So that is a little bit different. It's like when you go to a hotel. Like, why have they changed the sheets the night before I've got there? Like, it's all good.
Now, okay. What do you think, New Zealand? 34883, flick us a text. Go in the draw for a $50 9-day voucher. Also, flick us a talk back on the iHeartRadio app or call us on 0800 Hauraki.
Give us your hot take, New Zealand. In the meantime, here's The Cure.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, The Killers there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:27 now. Big match this Friday, 8 o'clock. The Warriors versus the Bulldogs. The legend that is Sean Johnson, his last game, our home game. And with that in mind, we've got a double pass to give away to the game. Give us a call right now on 0800 Hauraki if you want them.
They might be the hottest tickets in town.
They might be.
Sorry, just started playing the thing there, mate.
Go.
No, do it, Keyzie.
Okay.
Time to chat footy with me, Keyzie. What are the Warriors up to?
Dib. Yellow. Oh,
Not
no.
here.
Yeah,
Not
no,
here.
sorry.
How dare you.
Sorry about that, Keyzie.
I wonder if we should be doing this segment with Keyzie, given your propensity for cursing.
Oh,
What do you think?
No,
Should
no,
it
I
be
think
with
we should.
me? Hoity J.
No, I think you can be doing vanilla radio with me, Hoity J. I'll do the Warriors chat. The love is still there, I like to think. They've renamed Mount Smart Stadium to Shaun Johnson Stadium for this round, which is pretty classy. 15-odd years, SJ has been providing excitement to Kiwi footy fans, so it is his final ever time running out onto Mount Smart Stadium. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, they are 5th on the table, one of the best defences in the competition. They have to travel a bloody long way. They have to come here in the middle of winter knowing full well that the Wars are going to get up big time to send their boy SJ off in style. Therefore, I think we're probably going to lose.
Get pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my feeling, but it has been so impossible to predict how the Warriors are going to look this season. Every time I think they're going to go well, they don't. Every time I think they're going to get beaten, they go well. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd agree with you, man. It's a toughie there. I guess one of the things we've got going against us is it's a home game. And we lose more games at home than we win. So straight away, that's not good. The thing that might go in our favour is everybody looks at us like we're easy beats.
Yeah.
So they might come over here and just think they can roll us easy as, which they can, but they might go a little bit too lightly. We might be on. But my vibe is...
It's also
Like, based on all of the evidence from the... Like, do I want us to win? Always. Of course, I always want us to win. But if you're a betting man and you're going off... Or woman... And you're going off all of the evidence that you've seen, particularly over these last few weeks, is there any way that you can back the Warriors for a win?
and you had a good point in the break there, Mike, when you and I were just talking about it, just us two.
Yeah.
You were saying if the Warriors couldn't quite get up to keep their season alive against the bottom of the table Eels, it's very hard to picture them getting up for Shaun Johnson's final game.
Can I put in my 2 cents?
There's a chance, yes, shortly. There's a chance it could be raining. We've got a 1-14 record in the rain.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. But then having said all this stuff, it's probably the one that
We'll
the Warriors
probably
get
win
up
by
for.
60 points.
Yeah, I was
Who
going to
knows?
say,
Yeah.
my vibe...
After being wrong last week and saying we're going to win, so don't curse us.
my vibe is a great Warriors victory. A smashing victory.
I hope
Okay.
you're right, Jase. For the first time in my life, I hope you're right.
15 plus. And you know what really gets on my goat is the team, these people that jump on the bandwagon halfway through the season, they don't do very well, and then they jump off again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I know.
That does my head in.
Whereas
I
Jase is
believe-
firmly off the bandwagon at all times.
I believe the Warriors.
Although, to be
and
fair, you have actually watched most of the games
I
this
have.
year.
Yes, I have. And I've got quite a few predictions.
Can I just say before we go to the phone lines to give away that double pass, they've also signed Aaron Clark, who's 26 years old.
26.
26.
Oh, wow.
Is he Australian?
Is he Australian?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
He's a Kiwi. He plays for
yeah.
the Gold Coast Titans currently. He's like a hooker / front rower, small dude,
Does he
big
start?
attitude. No, he doesn't. He comes
Right.
off the bench for them. He's literally Jazz Tevanga
Yeah, I was
copied
going
and
to
pasted.
say, he reminds me of Jase Tevanga quite a lot,
That's
actually.
racist.
Paul, you mad bastard, how's life?
Oh, not too bad, guys. Not too bad.
Good on you, mate. What are your thoughts on the season for the Warriors? Pretty gut-wrenching, eh?
Oh, it has been, mate. For them, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Started pretty hot, but hey, they've just fizzed out, unfortunately. Few
Yep.
injuries.
Yes,
Hey,
indeed.
That's the way it is, mate.
Yeah, good on you, Paul. That is the way it is. Another traditional roller coaster season. You keen to head along to Mount Smart for Shawnee J's final game, mate?
Absolutely, yeah. Especially, I'll have to admit, I'm a Bulldog.
I was just going to say,
Ah.
I was going to say, man, when you started talking, I was like, hang on a minute, are you actually a fan of the Warriors, or do you back the Dogs here? You said, yeah, it has been rough for them, but not for me, because I don't care.
But, it'll be awesome to see, Shaun Johnson and a few of those guys play their last game.
Be good to see Johnson get pumped,
pretty
by the
awesome,
doggies. Good on you, mate.
All right, Paul. We'll
mate.
give you those tickets, all right, but you have to wear a Warriors jersey.
Good
Okay,
man.
deal. Good on you, mate.
Thanks, Paul. You
I don't know
massive
how I feel
backbone.
about that.
Oh, no, I think it's good.
Tickets to a dog supporter.
Yeah.
Jeez.
To be fair, they're still in the top 8,
Yeah.
you know?
If he likes them that much, why didn't he buy the tickets?
Yeah, it's
What about that guy?
Stupid
What's your
Paul.
name again? Paul.
Paul from Auckland?
Actually, I might rescind those. What do you reckon? I might take them back.
Yeah, okay, you can do that, yeah.
Because, I'd quite like to go.
Yeah.
Bull.
Oh, bugger in Wellington.
Oh, it's a
damn
shame.
it.
Damn.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Pennywise there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 8 minutes to 5 o'clock. I tell you what, fellas, there's something weird going on at the moment. I don't know if you've noticed this, Mogi. I just want you to look outside for a second, and it's just... What's the time here? It's nearly 5 o'clock, isn't it?
Eyes to the front, both of you.
5
Jesus.
o'clock, yeah.
And I don't know that you've noticed that the light just seems like a little lighter.
Oh, there's a lot more light.
And just before I went out for a durry, right? And I went out for a durry last week. This time.
Oh.
Wasn't as light.
Nah.
Was it?
It was darker.
Yeah.
And I went out to have a durry tonight, and it was quite light, and the birds were just going apeshit in the trees.
I was going to say, man, because I think... is it a coincidence, man? But it's getting lighter, and I'm seeing more birds.
Mate, when I was walking in here today, I got out of the car park there, and as I was walking along the path towards our place of work, just bird poos everywhere.
Yeah.
All over the pavement. Like, I'm talking thousands of poos.
That's a sign.
Yeah, it's a sign. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, obviously, spring's not far off, September. So usually about this time of year, it does tend to get a bit lighter. And I guess because it's getting lighter later, you are seeing more birds because usually when we leave, the birds are all asleep. You know what I mean?
If I wanted a sort of flat earth theory, Keyzie, I would have asked for it, mate.
Would have called Trump or something
Yeah, I would have
like
said,
that.
You
Right.
go back to your old mate Trump there and keep your conspiracies to yourself.
Are you
mate.
suggesting that spring is a conspiracy?
This is a serious thing.
So this is
Birds
serious.
don't sleep, Keyzie. All right. Unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
Well, why do they build
What are
nests?
they teaching you at that broadcasting school,
Sorry,
man?
I haven't been there in 12 years. I'm not still there.
Well, Keyzie, can I say it shows, man?
right.
I got up early today because I was filming
What were you filming?
really amazing top quality drama. And it was really early. And actually, I went out, as I always do after I made my coffee, onto the little deck there, Mogi.
yes.
Having my durry and my coffee, and I was like, hang about.
Hold up.
It was like 5:15. And just on the horizon, I could see just a little tinge of light. And I was like,
The sun, yeah.
where's that? What is that about? And then as I was leaving in my car there, to wit to woo, the birds just
They do.
like, it was like someone flicked a switch.
Yeah, it's pretty much like that when the
Tweet,
seasons
tweet,
change.
tweet.
Yep.
Seriously, Keyzie, can you keep your conspiracies to yourself? Actually, just on that, today when I got up early, I had a road rage incident, which I want to tell you fellas about after 5,
Ooh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
where I quite literally got out of my car for it.
Oh, here he
Far
goes.
out.
He's throwing.
Also, there's Chase the Jase.
Also, Mogi talks about his first kiss.
Oh, yeah. This
Oh,
is good
yeah.
content.
I think we teased this yesterday.
We did. We never quite got to it.
It's coming.
And
Boy.
if you've got any theory on what the is going on with the light and the birds, please text us 3483 and let us know.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. I have just seen the most disturbing thing, and I can't believe you missed it, Mogi.
Yeah, I missed it. He's on my blind side, man. I don't see everything over
Keyzie-
there.
Come on, Jase, that's not
Keyzie
cool,
with
man.
his tongue, and I don't even want to describe what he was doing with his tongue, but it's just really thrown me.
Pugs has got that recorded, so he might release that as its own clip.
No,
Could
it doesn't
we-
need to be. It was just something I was
Yeah.
doing in the privacy of you know when your brain just wants you to do something?
Yeah.
And then you just do it?
What?
And then you look over and old Hoity J's looking at you with his tongue out, and it's like, oh, God, here we go.
What was going on in your brain at that moment for you to be doing that with your tongue, Keyzie?
In my brain, it was like, we're on air in 10 seconds. Do something crazy to liven yourself up and get yourself in the zone.
It
So I was
didn't
doing
help
it for you guys.
that you were looking out the window while you were doing it. Either.
No, I
And
was not.
I
Do not.
Oh my!
Do not.
Hey, but anyway, you're listening to the Big Show, brought to you by Night. day. Oh, what's
Really
the
good.
special today, Keyzie?
Oh, that's a good question, man.
They don't have one.
Oh, they got no specials.
They're fresh out.
Wow.
Like they've still
I think
got.
it's a Mogi special today.
Oh, it is too. Yeah, I see
get,
it on the computer.
You get a bowl of rice, overcooked chicken, and Best Foods mayonnaise. Packet of darts, but you're not allowed to smoke them. A lighter that costs $5 normally. Can of Red Bull, black coffee, and tarpaulin, and some sheets, and a single bed, and a date for one night with Keyzie.
Wow, I don't remember agreeing to that.
You don't have to. That's for $3.
After seeing what he did with his tongue, I don't want anyone dating Keyzie.
I'm married, fellas. Don't forget, barista made coffee at night and day as low as $4.50, so worth getting along to.
They always tell us how low it can go. How high can it go, Keyzie?
Oh, like $78 for a large flat white.
Wow.
It's crazy, yeah. Wow, that's inflation, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a rip.
That was a joke, night and day.
Hey, plenty
Just joking
coming
around.
up. Plenty coming up in the next, including Chase the Jase. But in the meantime, let's get back to the tunes. Bit of Everclear, shall we?
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Red Hot Chili Peppers there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 14 minutes past 5 o'clock. I had a hurrah of a morning this morning, fellas.
Yeah.
And what I'm about to tell you is all true.
Why do you
wouldn't
have
it
to
be?
preface that?
You know
Everything
what?
is true.
Because, people might think that I'm just making this up.
Like for attention.
Yeah, well, just to get attention. I got up, I was filming this morning, call time of 6:15 out in the boondocks.
Wow.
So I was up, I got up at 4:30. By 5 o'clock, I was sitting out on the deck having my morning durry and a coffee. My dog wanders out, and I go, oh, okay. And she wanders up the path a bit, and I go, oh, okay. And I'm sitting there having my durry, and about 5 minutes later, I think to myself, hang about. The dog hasn't come down the path again. So I go up onto the path, and the gate's open. So I go up on the road. She's about probably half a K down.
So she just walked down the road?
She just walked down the road, and I was like, right, get your ass here, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I get in the car, not completely with it. I start back out of the driveway. I'm driving, looking at my Google Maps.
Good work.
And then out of the blue, this guy comes pounding up behind me in his car and is right up my ass.
Nice.
Figuratively speaking.
Well,
Nice.
yes. It's like, we talk about bumper to bumper on this show
We do.
quite a lot.
We do.
This was bumper to bumper. He
Whoa.
was so close to me that even if I slowed down, there would have been an accident. And I was like, what the is that about? Worse than that, and this is true, his lights were on full beam.
Oh, yeah.
Just to clarify, you were going the speed limit.
I was going to... Well, it was a 50k zone. I was probably going 58, 59.
Good on you, mate.
So just a little bit over the speed limit. And I'm not joking. He was right up my ass with his lights on full beam.
Yeah.
So that I was completely blinded in the front of the car, of course, because the rear view measured the lights off
Yeah.
my rear view. And he's right up my ass for about 2 to 3k. And it's doing my head in, and I'm effing and jeffing like you wouldn't imagine.
Did he
Sure.
bug you?
It's been bugging me. This is where it gets pretty testy.
Oh, you get your testes.
We stop at the lights,
Uh-oh.
right? And by this stage, I'm over it, and I've finished effing and jeffing. And this never happens. Like, I'll eff and jeff in the car. I never get out of the car. But we're at the lights, just me and him. I got out of my car.
Wow.
Here he goes.
Went over to his car.
Yeah.
Knocked on his window, and he just stared at me. Knocked on his window again, and he finally opened it. And I said, mate, could you just back off? You're right up my ass.
Figuratively.
And you've got lights on full beam. I can barely see. You're going to cause an accident. And I shit you not, he said to me, whatever, man. And that was like a red flag to a bull. And he was a big dude. And I was like, but if there had been a fight, I would have been into it at that point. And I said, just back off and put your lights on normal, not full beam.
Yeah.
Walked back to my car, sitting in the car, still full beam, still right up my ass. The lights turned green and I went, I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
Jase, that'll
Jase,
show
good
him.
on you, man.
So he's beeping his horn in his car, and
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, mate, I'm
Get
not
him.
moving. Then he's revving his car,
Brum, brum.
and then he takes off
Oh,
at about
yes.
100k an hour,
Gee, that's a quick
tyres
car.
screeching around me
Yes.
in a 50k zone, and just took off. And I'm sitting in my car thinking, what the what's that about? And seriously, what is that about?
How old was he?
Oh, he probably about your age, to be honest, Keyzie.
Oh, yeah. What was he driving? What kind
And
of
he
car
had
was
a
it?
backwards cap on too. Could
Yeah,
have
right.
smacked him.
What did he look like?
Hot?
Oh, he was a good-looking fella. I mean,
Sure.
Yeah, but what did he look like?
well, I mean, he was a good-looking fella.
Right, okay.
What do you need to know, Keyzie?
No, I just wondering just in case I know the guy.
Jeez, Jase, good on you, mate.
Were you worried at any point that you were going to get smacked over?
Actually, there was a moment where I went, when I knocked on his window and he just stared at me, I went, actually, I'm taking this a bit far now. But it was so irritating and annoying and dangerous that I
Yeah.
actually felt I had to.
Hey, well
Yeah.
done, man, for
Yeah.
getting out and not
Thanks,
moving as well.
man.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
great. That's
Good
really
on you,
good.
man.
Pretty rock and roll, eh?
It would have been good if you got smacked over, eh?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
at hospital. You would have got a couple of days off or something.
Yeah, then we pashed.
What?
Who, me and you? In
What,
the hospital.
Oh, yeah, me and you
Yeah,
in the
that'd be
hospital.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'd be so worried about you and that. Putting yourself at risk. And I'll be, God, he's a hero. Old Hoity J. I'll be
you-
straight in there with a bunch of flowers, pashing the ass off you. Hey?
It's totally, fellas.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
In excess. All right?
It's
That's so true, man.
26 minutes past 5 on the big show
Yeah,
Well,
man.
obviously.
And it's August as well.
on
Is it?
Hauraki.
Yeah.
Jeez, nearly spring, isn't it?
Yep. Nearly.
Spring, the season of love.
That's true. Speaking of which, good stuff, Keyzie there. I just wanted to tell you guys about my first kiss. I just feel like we're not really telling each other yarns from our formative years, you know?
Yeah, it's a good point.
Stuff that's sort of the cornerstones upon which your entire lives are built. Your memories,
Sure.
critical memories. And I just wanted to tell you about my first kiss, or maybe at some stage you can tell me about your first kiss.
When I feel comfortable, sure.
Yeah, whenever you like. I'm not putting pressure on you to tell me your stories.
And is this like a smooch or like your pash?
It's a pash. It was
Ah.
a pash. And that was the term that was used back then, Jase. I don't know about in your day.
Yes.
But it was, they're going to pash. And it was my birthday. I think it was actually my 12th birthday, or it might have been my 13th birthday. I was at last year at intermediate.
12th.
12.
Okay.
Yes.
And I was having a party there, and everybody knew that me and my girlfriend, I'm not going to use her real name. Her real name is Tammy. So let's call her
Sammy?
Sammy. Good one. With an I.
Pammy?
No, Sammy with an
Oh,
I.
okay.
And everybody sort of knew we were going to do it, have a pash and that. And the party's been going for a while. Things are going pretty well.
When you say party, like one of those afternoon parties.
No, it was a nighttime party. But, everyone had to piss off by about 9 or 10
Right,
or
okay.
something like
Did
that,
you have
whatever it was.
Savaloys?
I can't remember the menu, but I did love a Savaloy back then.
Ferry bread?
No Fury bread,
Okay.
Keyzie. And anyway, we got one of her mates to go look at. We went around the back of the house there and up onto the back porch. But we got her mate to be lookout because we didn't want anybody coming around having a perv or disturbing the moment, I guess.
Yeah, totally.
And we had quite a few false starts as well because it's quite nerve-wracking when all the pressure's on, everybody knows that you're
Sure.
having a pash. And can I just say that my feelings for Sammy, were very intense. I was very much in love with her, and I'd been out with her probably 3 times. And my best mate, he went out with her as well. It was a love triangle, I guess you could say.
What was
Yeah.
his name?
His name is Toby, but let's call him Bowboy.
Or Brody?
Oh, Brody.
Brody,
That's
yeah,
good.
nice, Keyzie.
Or Bo
nice.
Boy, up to you.
And what would happen is we'd get along like a house on fire. We'd sit next to each other in class and get along really well. And then I'd say to her, do you want, no, would I say it? Or would I probably get my mate to say, Mike really likes you. He wants to go with you. And then she'd say to him, yeah.
Like go out? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I wouldn't talk to her
Yes.
for about a month or so at all because
Yeah.
I was so terrified. And then she'd dump me. And then she'd go out with my best mate, Toby. I mean,
Brody.
Bowboy.
Bowboy, yeah.
So anyway, we're just trying to get this pash happening there, and Our lips finally met, and without a word of a lie, it was like fireworks going off.
Wow.
Like a real rush of blood to the head that I don't think I've ever had since. And it was like fireworks, and I was just so in that moment, and then I sort of realised all of a sudden, oh, that's right, it's pashing. You got to use your tongue in that, Keyzie. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, you got to spell the alphabet with your tongue. That's what I was taught by my dad.
And then after a few months, who knows, it could have been a lifetime, it could have been a few seconds, we separated.
Wow.
And just sort of sat there in the silence.
Right, and then
Who
spoke first?
who talked first?
Tammy did. Sammy.
Sammy.
Sammy,
What'd she say?
She said, I never want to pash again.
Yeah.
And that is a true story. And she said that to my face. And it was my birthday. And it was my birthday party.
Wow, man. Wow. Yeah.
And then, did you guys break up after that? Or did she run away with Bo
I
Boy?
just took it as read.
Right.
I read between the lines.
And can I just say too, Mogi, what really resonated with me there too, looking back, in the day,
Yeah.
was everyone knew you guys were going to pash?
Oh, yeah.
You know how those things used to go around the class?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mogi and
So then she would have
Sammy.
gone. Yeah.
Tammy.
Tammy are going to
Sammy.
pash.
Sammy, sorry.
Yeah.
But then she would have gone back to her mates. How was it?
Yeah.
I never want
It's Pash.
to pash again. And I don't know if she ever did.
Yeah.
She's got 5 kids now, though, so
Oh, really?
probably.
With
Not with Bo Boy.
I was going to say
Toby.
with Bo Boy, yeah.
No, it's Brody.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yeah, boy, Green Day there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. The time is 5:39.
Mogi was just regaling us with a tale of his first ever kiss,
Yeah.
his first ever pash, and it certainly stirred a few memories in my head, fellas.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly stirred stuff for me, but not in my memories.
That's
What
gross.
happened for you, Keyzie, son?
This was final year of primary school.
Oof.
Early doors. I would have been
Yeah,
10,
man.
I reckon, right?
Sure.
A girl comes over, her name's Alicia, but we'll call her Felicia.
Felicia's good.
Okay.
You got
Felicia,
yeah.
okay.
So Felicia comes over and she goes, hey, hey, I won't call her Haley, Bailey.
Yeah.
So Felicia comes over, she's like, hey, Bailey? And I'm
Like
like,
Bill
yeah.
Bailey.
Yeah, same name, but it doesn't look like Bill Bailey.
Sure.
Well, he's got quite long hair, though.
Yeah, so did she, to be fair.
Yeah,
But she wasn't like playing a funny flute or anything,
sure.
or the bongos. So anyway, she's like, hey, Bailey? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, she wants to hook up with you.
Oh, wow.
We weren't even going out.
What?
And it was hook up back then too. It was
Hook up.
called hooking up.
Yeah, right. Not pashing.
Nah.
Okay.
Oh, kind of, but it was
Sometimes.
hook up for
Hook
some
up.
reason.
Yeah. Hook up and pash.
And she was like, so here's the deal. We'll come over at lunch. This is at interval. So, morning tea. She's like, we'll come over at lunchtime, all of the girls,
Yeah.
and then you guys can hook up.
And just they'll watch.
Yeah. And she's like, where will you be at lunchtime? And I was like, oh,
Hiding behind the bike shed.
well, no, I was in the bushwalk area playing marbles.
I used to play marbles, too.
Yeah, I had a
Keyzie.
fanny pack full of them. Dude, I'm not even joking.
I get it, man. I get it.
I had so many of the big ones, the bonkers. Anyway, so me and my mate Rory,
Yeah.
me and Rory are in the bushwalk area knocking bonkers together.
Just slaying.
And then, anyway, this full pack of girls led by Felicia arrives, and then Bailey's at the back.
Oh, yeah.
And then Felicia, who's like the leader, she's like, anyway, so here's Bailey, Chris, or maybe we don't call him Chris, maybe we call him
And that's you.
Yeah.
Keyzie.
Yeah, it's
Keyzie.
little Keyzie. Yeah.
It's little kid Keyzie. She goes, oh, Keyzie, here's Bailey, you guys can hook up now. And then they all gathered in a semicircle
Yeah.
of females, and then a semicircle
Why
of
do
my
they call it a
mates.
semicircle?
because it was half a circle.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Why is that?
No, just wondered.
So there's a semicircle of the females with Bailey at the front, and then a semicircle of the fellas
Yeah.
with little Keyzie at the front there. And they sort of...
With your fanny pack of marbles.
And I've just got a fanny pack fit to bursting with marbles. And they sort of push us together, you know? Like they're like, all right, here you go, guys.
Yeah.
And then she goes in
Oh, God.
real close, and then she just goes, oh, nah, and then just kisses me on the cheek instead. And then goes, oh, I think that'll just do for now. And I was like, yeah, cool. I'm going to get back to my marbles. And everyone was just watching, and they were like, oh, that's a letdown. And that was...
Do you think it was because you had a massive mo at that stage, Keyzie?
Yeah.
That's not your first kiss, though, is it? That's
No, I
that
thought
would have
it
been one
was.
of your first humiliations.
No, it wasn't.
Well, you had
I was pretty long in the tooth in terms of humiliations at that point.
It's a tricky time, man.
Oh, it
Such
is.
a tricky time.
It's real rough.
Yeah. Jason, you got a good story?
Yeah, I remember my first Pash very well.
All right, well, we should get into that next. Pash pipe. Nah, just joking. It's hash pipe. Funny though.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed. Weezer there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening, 14 minutes to 6 o'clock, and we're talking about our first Pashes.
Yeah.
First time we ever pashed someone.
It's your turn, Hoity J.
It's my turn. Well, what I do remember is I was 5.
Really? 5? Are you serious?
Nah.
25.
It was second form social.
Second form social, yeah.
Right,
form,
okay,
yeah.
so you would have been about 12 as well.
And I had said to my dad that I needed some clothes for the second form social, you know, to look cool.
Oh, yeah.
He took me out, and so I went to the second form social. This is genuinely what I was wearing. A grey on grey striped business shirt. Not
Quite baggy as
Grey
well.
on
This is-
grey.
this
So
is
that's
not-
a dark grey and a light grey.
yes,
Yeah, good.
this is not a lie. A maroon cotton tie,
Oh, God.
grey slacks, but this is the killer. Brown cowboy boots. And we had to check out of our house, our boarding house, and I doused myself with aftershave.
Yeah,
Brute
good on.
33.
I can't even remember what it was, but
Had you shaved?
I
Yeah.
just doused myself, and we were all in line, and I ticked the little thing there, and my housemaster said to me in front of everyone, "Jesus, Hoyt, you're supposed to put the bloody aftershave on your face, not bloody drink it." So I already felt pretty humiliated.
And you
Anyway-
can still remember it all these years later, that comment.
Yeah, I can still
It's
remember
nice, isn't it?
Yeah. So when I went with my cowboy boots, you know, the girls on one side, the boys on the other, you know, and
Brutal.
I was quite brave, actually, back in the day, and so I started booging, cutting some shapes.
Yeah.
Was there music playing?
Not at this point, but I was just wanting to get everyone in the mood, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, the night progressed and so forth, and I don't know about your guys' socials, but we had like a dark corner, you know, in the hall where people went to pash.
Oh,
Really? Wow.
And I started dancing with a girl, and her name was Simone, but we won't call her that.
yeah.
Well, let's call her Ramon
Ramone.
or Timon.
What about Babone?
And this is genuinely how the conversation went. So we're sort of bopping away there.
Was this you and
And
Babone?
this is me and Babone, and we're dancing. You know. And you ask the questions, "Are you into sport and that?" She's like, "Oh yeah, nah, not really." And I was like, "What sort of music are you into?" "Oh, you know, Cyndi Lauper." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, he's great." And anyway, seriously, we talked for about 2 minutes, and then I said to her, "Do you want to go over to the old dark room?" And she went, "Oh yeah, okay."
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, she went with me, and so we went and sat in the dark corner of the hall there, and I didn't know what I was doing, and she didn't know what she
Did you
was
take
doing.
your cowboy boots off, or are they still on?
No, the cowboy boots were still on. My
When
great,
you were dancing, were your spurs jingling and jangling?
yeah, there was a bit of a jingle, but I also remember quite honestly that my grey slacks were too tight and my testicles hurt a bit because they were pinching me. And actually, the cowboy boots were a bit big because I think they were like my stepbrothers.
Well, your dad probably wanted you to grow into them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. And anyway, and so it was almost like a sort of Kath and Kim moment, you know, how they do their Pashes on Kath and Kim. And we both just sort of opened our mouths.
Just went in.
And we went in, and immediately our teeth just smacked together. And all I can say is there was a lot of saliva, and she had a tongue like a rattlesnake, like an erect rattlesnake. You know the end of a rattlesnake that rattles?
The rattle.
Yeah,
The rattle.
it was a erect, firm rattlesnake in my mouth, and we were just.
It was like you were being waterboarded.
Yeah, and there was literally, I remember saliva running down my mouth and stuff, and then she sort of pulled away, and I remember looking at her and saying, I am never pashing again.
Whatever happened to the bone?
But Bone, I think she lives in Huntley with her mum now.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, the Cranberries there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening now. Coming up after 6 o'clock, we've got our Father's Day packages to give away, fellas, thanks to our good mates at New Zealand Post. Also, What's on the TV with me, Mike Minogue. And we are not doing What's for Tea tonight, are we, Keyzie?
No, that was last night.
All right.
And probably tomorrow night.
Yeah,
And we've got these
cool.
big packages to give away, so we'll just focus on that.
Incidentally, by the way, I see your pork mince that we got you for your birthday still in the fridge there.
Yeah, you going to do
Oh,
something with that, man?
Yeah,
don't waste it.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't
no,
waste it.
I'll take that home tonight. We definitely use that because we have
Someone will steal it.
Yeah.
That's premium pork mince.
No,
that we
I know.
It
got.
says so on the wrapper.
No, I know. I'll take that home tonight. Honestly, my wife's a bit sick at the moment, and I just feel like if I come home with a fresh batch of pork mince, she might be so excited that she might pass out or something.
Mate, it's just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah.
You give her half a kilo of pork mince and she'll be back on her feet in no time, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good point, fellas.
All right.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All that after 6.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Wednesday's going okay, that you're home, you're relaxing, or maybe you're just starting work for all I know. But what you're doing right now is listening to The Big Show, which is brought to you by Night and
No, we're dropping off again.
I don't want to drop off.
Oh, we
go
don't
up.
want to?
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't realise.
We're going to stop.
We're trying to keep it straight.
Okay.
Okay?
It's really important to you, isn't it, Jase?
Totally, man. Now listen, Keyzie, what did we talk about in the podcast outro today?
I reckon, Keyzie.
It was quite a long one. It was
It
about
was.
16 minutes,
It
17.
was a long one.
It
We
was,
got chatting, didn't we, Flow?
It was all about you guys experimenting when you're at boarding school.
that's right.
And a lot to do with considering whether or not to give up the durries or get back on the durries or drink beers
It's
responsibly.
nothing we've ever talked about before.
Yeah, it was a whole new
Put it to
frontier.
you that way.
It was
But
Pugs' favourite one he's heard, he said.
yeah, he said it was his favourite one in a long time. So if you want to hear it, it comes out tonight at 7:30 along with a highlights package of the show.
Nice
Just search Hauraki wherever you get your podcast from. Here's a clip of today's one. I suppose when you're staying every night with just boys and there's only boys everywhere, I can see why you did what you did.
Why would there be no thought? I mean, there were probably plenty of guys there that had those thoughts.
So I don't know if I would have been
Jesus,
the same.
listen to him.
No judgment here,
You
Keyzie.
had a little play around.
It's all good.
Nothing wrong with
you
that.
had a tutu. It's
Can we-
all fine, man.
Can we actually cut that out, Pug Son, and replay that? Because that sounded like a man.
Trying a bit hard.
Yeah.
Methinks
Shit,
he
lost for
doth
words.
protest too much.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
It's good chat.
It was a good chat,
Good
actually.
chat, that one.
Yes, so good.
Check it
We've
out.
had a bit of hot chat today, actually, haven't we?
Yeah, there has been some hot chat.
Some spice.
Well, there was Pash chat,
Pash chat.
That
Yep.
was pretty hot.
especially your one.
Yeah, that. My little outfit there, Keyzie.
It was pretty
It sounds like you're dressed up like Woody from Toy Story, but sort of like loser Woody.
Yeah, like businessman Woody.
There's such a thing.
Yeah. Hey, now listen, we've got packages to give away from New Zealand Post. If you want to win one of those, give us a call right now on 0800 Hauraki.
That's right, and they are not just for you, they're for your dad to celebrate Father's Day.
Yes,
all right?
man.
You can choose between my package, Mogie's package, or Hoity J's package. 0800 Hauraki, get stuck in.
In the meantime, here's the Black Keys.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Say fade.
God, I love me a bit of Pearl Jam.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Let's go to the phone lines and give away one of our packages, fellas?
Sure thing, man. Is this for the NZ Post and Father's Day?
Yeah.
Okay.
G'day, Rosa. How's life?
Oh, good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. Yeah, good, thanks, Rosa. What do you do for a crust, mate?
Hey, I'm working LED, mate.
Same here, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Backbone.
Yeah, massive backbone. And tell me, Rosa, why does your dad deserve one of these packages?
No, he's a teacher out at a small rural school. He's a bit of a backbone.
Oh, he's a backbone.
Yeah, massive backbone.
Can I ask you this one, Rosa? On a scale of 1 to
mate.
10, how much of a sicko is he?
He's an absolute mad sicko.
Oh, beautiful.
Primary teacher, bloody sicko.
Yeah,
That's what you want. You want a sicko teaching the kids out
Yeah,
there.
boy. Good-o.
Good on you,
We
Rosa.
got to pick one of these bloody packages, man. I've got one, Keezy's got one, and old Hoity J over there, he's got one.
Oh, yeah?
In my package, I've got a back scratcher. I don't know why I put that in there, but there it is. He might, if your dad's a big unit, he might like a back scratcher. Also got a backbone T-shirt in there because he's such a
Oh,
goddamn
you're joking.
backbone, and also a Warriors jersey, brother. And those things are those things are red hot at the moment, brother. Everybody wants one of those.
That was a 1991 jersey, isn't it?
That's right, 1973.
Yeah, it's an 82, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Rosa, my package, old Keyzie's package, has got a socket set in it. I know your dad loves his sockets
Oh,
and undoing nuts.
yeah, good.
Also got a Fat Freddy's Drop album on vinyl and a beautiful Lynx Africa gift pack. Yeah, man. I know.
So good.
How good's Lynx Africa?
Oh, mate, Rosa.
Whereas my package, Rosa, she's got your beautiful soap on a rope. Couple of cartons of the old scorched almonds there, mate.
Oh,
A big pack of white jockeys underwear there.
oh, yeah, nice.
And that's
a
all.
really cool duffel bag that you can carry all that great stuff in. What are you going to run with there, Rosa?
If your old man's off to prison soon, that soap on a rope will come in handy, brother.
Oh yeah, sicko. Hey, I'm gonna take on Mogie's package.
Oh, good
Oh,
on you,
yeah,
mate.
good on
He's
you.
packing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, nice.
Your
nice.
funeral, mate.
Bloody legend,
Nice.
Yeah,
good on you,
you,
mate.
man.
Bloody beautiful. And give your old man.
good.
I don't know. Do you guys hug each other down there, man?
Oh yeah, if I haven't seen him in a while.
Good on you, mate. Chuck him a hug from the big show, brother. All right.
Yeah, good. Oh, thanks, mate.
Good on you, Rosa.
mate.
Stay on the line there, and old Pugson in Studio B will look after you, all right?
How good's Rosa? What a mad dog.
Yeah, he's good, mate.
He's so good. Hey, if you're keen to say thank you to your father this Father's Day, don't just send a text, send some love with NZ Post, but make sure you send it out before August 28th to make sure it gets there in time, fellas?
So when is August 28th, Keyzie?
What do you mean?
When is that?
What's in a week exactly?
Oh, week.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
next Wednesday.
next Wednesday.
We'll do the countdown, all right?
Yeah,
next
yeah, good
Wednesday.
stuff.
Good stuff,
Yeah,
Keyzie.
yeah. What's up next, Jase?
Oh, I don't know.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Telling you what, fellas, AC/DC there on the radio, Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Let's talk some telly. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Yeah. Didn't watch anything last night. I had a bath. Had a bath last
That's
night.
so cool, man.
fellas.
An
Thanks,
actual
man.
bath?
An actual bath.
How
yeah.
long for?
Ooh, about half an hour or so. Because I was sick, Keyzie.
Oh, that's right.
So I thought, I was starting to feel like I wasn't. So I had a bath, tried to sweat it out. Seems to have worked.
You see,
Yeah.
if I had a bath, if I felt sick, I'd feel more sick.
Would you?
That would be, if I'm feeling not great, the last thing I'd think of was having a bath.
You don't like being clean. I get it.
Lying in heat while I'm feeling nauseous is not good.
No, I wasn't feeling nauseous. It was like I had
Coldy.
that cough, remember? Yeah.
Do you have a bath?
Yes, we do.
Right.
But only probably my daughter uses it.
Yeah, okay.
Here's the thing that I watched last night.
Spit it out.
The Sixth Sense.
Well, you watched it the other night.
Yeah, well, there's the other night, but then I was talking about the film that I saw the other night, so I thought I'd bring that one up.
Around. Yeah.
How good is that movie, man?
Good movie, man.
So good. Tony.
The thing I love most about it, man, is Toni Collette's performance in it.
Isn't it wonderful?
It is wonderful.
Her care and her despair with her son. I mean, all the performances in it are fantastic. And I don't know if you guys did what I did when I first got the punch, the ending, and I went, no, that's not right. And I went back through the movie trying to pinpoint where they'd stuffed it up, and they've done it so well.
Right.
I mean, everyone's seen The Sixth Sense, but it's worth a second watch for sure.
It absolutely is.
It's bloody frightening as all go get out.
Was there a scene where a girl, like a dead girl, was there with like chains around her or something, or she had passed away at some point?
No, I think that's another movie.
No, there's not chains. There were dead girls in it, sure.
Yeah, and
under the table.
In his tent.
Oh,
yeah, the young dead girl. I saw a clip of it because this came out while I was still a child. So was this like late 90s?
Late 90s, yeah.
So yeah, when it was on TV, so I would have been about 9 or 8, and I saw a clip. It was just on TV, and then I saw a clip of a young girl who was clearly dead, and it freaked the living bejesus out of me. I couldn't sleep for a week.
Yeah, it's.
I haven't seen it.
It is.
Have you not seen it?
Oh my God, Keyzie!
Have you not?
Are you joking?
No, because it's a childhood
Watch it tonight,
trauma.
man.
It is.
No.
An exceptional
You're not going to watch it?
movie.
Not tonight.
It's
no.
a great movie.
And it is really scary.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like scary.
It is genuinely scary. I was going.
Oh, stop. For me, I don't find it scary. It's just a great film.
Brilliant. What's the director?
M. Night Shyamalan. And he also did Unbreakable, which I loved too.
And
Bruce Willis is a great actor, man.
Yeah, he is. They're all good in it. Oh, Keyzie, please.
What?
Keyzie,
You've got to watch it tonight.
I'm busy tonight.
Crying.
Drinking your sherry and watching.
It's port and playing PlayStation.
Not monkey porn?
No, it's not monkey porn.
Okay,
That's you. You keep getting us mixed up. Last night we watched another episode of the latest season of Taskmaster.
Oh, did you?
Right, so it's on TVNZ+.
We haven't been talking about this at all.
No, and to be honest, I think this season is probably my least favourite season.
Oh.
Just because Torfinger, who's one of the Laughing Samoans, very funny, he does all the challenges, but then he's not in studio, so you've got this weird thing where people are filling, and they're just doing the best of what they had, filling in for him and talking about his stuff, but the combos of people are very awkward.
Right.
And so there's not enough, I don't know, real excitement and enthusiasm happening, other than I think Ben Hurley's great and also Abby Howells.
She's very funny.
Oh, and obviously Hayley Sproul's excellent.
And Tom Sainsbury too. Everybody's perfect.
The combos together are just a
Keyzie,
bit awkward.
Can I ask you this question? Would it have been better if they just cut him out completely?
Torfinger?
Yeah.
Potentially. But then what would they have done?
Well, you've just got less people.
Yeah, see, I would have been upset about that. And Torfinger is my favourite in the field.
Yeah.
It's just something's not quite
clicking.
It's still, I've just got very high expectations because I love
keep
Taskmaster.
watching it. Let us know if it improves, mate.
Yeah, okay, we'll do, fellas.
Thanks, mate.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yeah. Metallica there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show. Now, 2 more sleeps, fellas, and we're down to Old Welly.
He was off to find the brewery of the day, wasn't he?
He was
James
off to. He sure was.
Well, that was Hero of the Day by Metallica.
So they've done a cover of old mate Ruder of his song. Is that going to number 1, that one?
What?
Hero of the Day. So they've done a new one.
Oh, so you're suggesting that Metallica have copied Jeremy from the Breakfast Show's Brewery of the Day song?
Yeah.
Potentially. Yeah, that's a good point. I've definitely never heard Hero of the Day.
Can I hear that one then? I just want to check.
What, Brewery of the Day?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're off to find the brewery of the day.
Do you want me to do the segment?
I keep wanting to do the day bit a different way. But because you guys do day, I can't help but do it exactly the same. It's really weird and annoying.
I'm in the same situation where I don't know what you guys are doing with the day bit.
Well, you've never heard the original.
I get stuck in between. I'm going, what are we doing with the day bit?
Okay, all right.
Can we just listen to it so I can hear what they do with it?
It's just a straight day.
We're off to find
Okay.
Day. Do you want me to do the segment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today's
Keyzie.
Today's brewery of the day is fresh off an outstanding win at the New Zealand Beer Awards.
That's a long name for a brewery.
No.
I don't know if that's
No,
going to catch on,
that's
Jase.
not the name of the brewery. That's just something they've done.
Yeah.
From down a beautiful Taranaki, Shining Peak.
Oh, Shining Peak,
Oh,
man.
yeah. From peak to shining
Yeah.
peak.
What does that mean?
I don't know, isn't that some national anthem?
I think so.
The American one, I think.
Oh, that's cool. The latest champion small New Zealand brewer will be at Beervana with all their good drops. A chocolatey Schwarzbier tropical pale ale and a blackberry dessert sour will be on tap to tempt the taste buds.
Can you say all of that again?
Yeah, this is another one of those sentences where I don't understand what I'm reading. A chocolatey Schwarzbier, which must be like a German style of beer.
Sure.
Some tropical pale ales and a blackberry dessert sour will all be on tap to tempt the taste buds. They've also got their standard line of beers as well.
I just don't know that I like the combo of dessert / beer.
It's like
it
it's
just
like
doesn't. It's wrong for me.
it's like fruit and meat for me.
Sure.
You see what
Well,
I'm
hang on,
saying?
I mean-
I do.
I'll tell you what, I'll be trying it.
Yeah, I was going to say, dissing their beer selections during their sponsored
No,
segment's
I'm not,
really stupid.
I'm just saying I'm not sure, but I'm going to get you to try it and tell me what you think.
Oh, no,
Keyzie.
I'm big on them.
Oh, okay.
I'm huge. What about
What's your
this?
favourite fruit beer or dessert beer?
Probably an apricot stout.
Yeah, yum. Yeah, they're good.
Hey, Jase, you'll like this one, actually. Be sure not to miss their one-off keg of scorched almond imperial stout.
Oh,
That sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
I like a nutty beer.
That's exclusive to Beervana this year. Beervana.co.nz. We'll be there on the Friday evening, so come along, everyone.
Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll turn up, probs. Get some
Yeah.
get some calamari and
Yeah,
fries.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. We're sliding down the hill of Hump Day. I tell you what, fellas, I'm feeling very fatigued and very much looking forward to going to bed tonight.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to decide. I brought my gym gear. I'm trying to decide if I'll go or not.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure I've been the last 4 days in a row, but we're going to go down to Wellington and then I won't be doing jack, I don't imagine.
Sure.
So I don't know. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm distracted by a guy who's outside the window who's been standing there watering plants for about half an hour.
Yes,
It should have taken him a minute.
I agree.
And to be
very,
doing it at
very
this time
odd.
of day as well is bizarre.
I know, in the evening, that's fine. He can do it whenever he wants, but
You don't want to water plants while the sun's out, Keyzie.
you don't want to be paying that bloke by the hour. I'll tell you what, nothing against him.
Why can't you water plants while the sun's
Well,
out?
because if it's a strong sun, then the water on the plants gets burnt.
Burns the leaves.
It burns the
them.
leaves.
You can actually hear them.
And they're like,
If you get, yeah, it burns.
Really?
It's like
Yeah.
a vampire when the sun comes up and they're out in an open paddock,
Only real life.
except real.
A vampire in a paddock.
Now listen, Keyzie,
Like a vampire farm.
what are you doing tonight?
No, Keyzie, a farmer vampire.
Oh, yeah. Tonight I am, my wife and I are booking our
My wife.
tickets for our New Year's holiday we're having. We're going to lock them in.
Where are you losers going?
Book this bastard, get it locked in there.
Where are you going?
Cambodia.
It's a holiday in Cambodia.
That's correct.
You like that song?
I've never heard it.
Okay, well, that should be your throbber.
I'll look. Yeah, it's my throbber for Friday, so lock
The
that in.
Dead Kennedys, Keyzie.
Oh,
It's a goodie.
yeah.
Great stuff. Well, listen, it's been a pleasure bringing you the show today. Make sure you check out the Instagram account. Also, all the podcasts. Until tomorrow, we'll see you later, eh?
Bye.